kids, young girls, young generation don't care these days.
They don't care.
Because
Right.
one, like I said, I'm 40 years old myself. I ain't never dealt with. I married somebody. I'm married by full commitment, not doing this sleeping. It's not sleeping.
Right.
The first time you date somebody.
Right.
It's not that no more these days. I'm just being real with it.
Right.
There's no commitment whatsoever. Right now, women don't believe it. Women don't believe it. They don't commit. All they worry about is the damn dollars.
Yep.
They can get out.
Yep.
And they know they
Feeling
do it.
good. That's
All
what they
they-
want.
all
We
they
want
do-
instant gratification. Chosen of God, a job like sweeping, that's beneath us.
Right.
Your job is beneath you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But sometimes we have to do what we gotta do because we in captivity.
Right.
Right? Yeah. We grew up without the commandments. We may have made decisions that we're not proud of.
That's right.
We may have become we may have gotten ourselves in situations that we can't really get out of.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But all of that is because we didn't have the knowledge of God. We didn't know we were special. Because if you taught your kids from you got children?
Yeah.
If you teach your children from this age to the adult before they move out of your house, according to the laws of God, that they special, they wouldn't make bad decisions.
Right.
They wouldn't be in situations that they're not proud of when they grow up.
Right.
You know what I mean? I made decisions I'm definitely not proud of. It set me back. You know what I mean? If something set you back in your life, raise your hand. Got set all the way back. You know what I mean? But that's because we don't have the understanding of God. We didn't.
Yes.
Now we do.
Yes.
And that's what we out here teaching. Read on.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
If you will listen to the voice of God, when God tells you in the Bible, don't shave your beard, it may seem like it's trivial, but it pleases God because he told you not to do it.
Right.
So if you don't do it, it pleases him. What do you think? That means God is going to be in your favor. If you do keep the Sabbath day holy, if you don't hate your brother in your heart, if you don't do all of these things, read.
And to observe, to do all his commandments.
And you observe to do all God's commandments. Read.
Which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high.
God will set you on high. Like what we read in Deuteronomy 7 and 6. It said he chose us to be above all people.
Right. Yeah.
But the only way he can do that for us is if we obey his commandments.
That's right.
And do what he tells us to do.
Right.
Your children in school?
No, I got one that's turned 19 and one 16.
19 and 16.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're adults pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't look like you look young.
40, already turned 41.
I turned 41, okay, you look young. But we could be Deuteronomy chapters 6 and 7. Right? Yeah. It's something that we need to do with our children at young ages.
Right.
Read on.
Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 7. And thou shalt teach them diligently.
We shall teach what? The commandments.
That's right.
Diligently, read.
Unto thy children.
To our children. Right? When I have children, I have to teach my children the laws of God diligently. Yeah. So that they understand, and when they grow up, they have an understanding. Because guess what? The world's gonna pollute our kids.
Oh yeah, right? They already do it.
Yeah, they gonna pollute our kids, man. Especially when they get the grade school age, all kind of crazy stuff, right? You got sodomy, homosexuality being pushed on the kids, right? You got having sex early on in life. Pushed on to the kids, drugs pushed on to the kids, alcohol pushed on to the kids, right? That's gonna happen, read.
And shall talk of them when thou sittest in thine house.
We gotta talk with our children when we sitting in the house, read.
And when thou walkest by the way.
We walking out and about. We gotta use any moment we can to teach our children, read.
And when thou liest down.
When they go to sleep.
And when thou risest up.
When they wake up. We gotta constantly be diligently teaching our kids.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because Yeah, so we can set them up for success. Otherwise, they're gonna follow in some of our footsteps.
That's right.
We gotta teach our children to be better than us, so that they, if it's not on us, can perpetuate the righteousness of God, and we can get the kingdom. Go ahead, read that.
Joshua chapter 1 and verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
Meaning we supposed to constantly be dealing in this.
Right.
In the Bible.
Oh yeah.
Right? You go to church?
My mom preach.
You say that again?
I said my mom preach.
Your mom preach?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She got a church?
She preached on the Apostolic Church.
Ah, okay. Okay. Did you grow up apostolic?
Yeah.
You did? Okay. I think apostolics, they women wear dresses, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. My mom.
Yeah. So I know some of the commandments different denominations of Christianity try to keep, right?
Yeah.
However, what we teach is thus saith the Lord,
That's right.
right? According to nationality. Because I don't want you to get confused that we a Christian
Nah,
church group.
I've been to the mosque a couple times.
Okay, well we ain't Muslims either.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But-
I've been,
Okay, so you done explored a little bit of. Okay. Well, yes. Go back to Romans, because I want to touch on that salvation, and then load me up on salvation. Acts 5.
You say Sabbath and all that?
Yeah,
Huh?
we keep the Sabbath day. Which is a commandment. Go ahead. The Sabbath. I want you to look at. Hold on. I want to answer your question real quick. Read that.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day.
Remember the Sabbath day. Now, Sunday is what day of the week? No. When y'all look at y'all calendar, what comes first? You got a calendar on your phone? Who got a calendar on their phone?
I got to make too much power. I ain't gonna let that power up.
Who got a calendar? Pull up a calendar.
The Sunday is the last day of the week, 7 days.
Nah. Look at a calendar on your phone.
I got one.
Which day is first? It's an S, right? So Sunday is the first day of the week. Yeah, Sunday is the first day of the week. Saturday is the 7th day of the week.
Right.
Watch this.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
So that's the commandment. Remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Read.
6 days shalt thou labor.
6 days shall you labor. This is a statute within keeping the Sabbath day holy. 6 days you're supposed to do your work. Right? Read.
And do all thy work. But the 7th day.
But the 7th day, which is what? Saturday. The 7th day, which is Saturday, read.
Is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
It's the Sabbath of the Lord your God. Sunday not the Sabbath. Saturday the Sabbath. So if the law is you can do your work from Sunday to Friday, but on Saturday you're not supposed to do your work. Yeah, that's keeping God's commandment. That's keeping the Sabbath day holy.
If you work with somebody that don't go about, see, I know where I work at, they don't do a lot of provision too. I'm saying I'm a spray for being there because I spray twice for being there. They really don't talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, most jobs don't. Most jobs, you there to work for them. Period, point blank. You there, they need you to do this job, and then you go home.
The brother said technically it's Sunday.
Say that again?
The brother is said technically it's Sunday.
Technically, what do you mean technically?
Technically, it's on a Sunday because the fact of the matter is this. Now, God says Sunday is considered Lord's Day,
Sunday is not the Lord's Day. The Sabbath day is the Lord's day.
It's different. I'm
Right.
gonna tell you,
It don't never say Sunday the Lord's day. It says the Sabbath day is the Lord's day.
In the King James Version, it says It actually says Sunday is Lord's Day.
No, it don't. We reading the King James version. Matter of fact,
Show us.
we reading the King. Yeah,
Show us.
we reading the King James 16:11. This is the first. This is the first rendition of the Holy Scriptures, including the Apocrypha. Before it was changed into everything, the Roman Protestant Church took out the Apocrypha. We got the one that includes those 14 books. This is the original King James Bible.
So you don't foretell like most people I learn from. They don't foretell Christmas.
Christmas is denounced in the Bible. You're not supposed to celebrate Christmas. All of that is in the Bible.
Yeah.
But the King James Version Bible says the Sabbath day is the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord. That's the Lord's day. Is the Sabbath. Never says Sunday. The seventh day. Read it again. Go ahead, read it.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8.
You know.
That says the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord.
Yes, sir. Verse 10. But the seventh day.
But the seventh day. The seventh day, which is Saturday. Read.
Is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
It's the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. That's what it says. It says that from the beginning to the end of the book. So us, we're required in keeping the Sabbath day holy to not do no work. We're not to cook. We're not to buy or sell. It's a Sabbath of rest. We're supposed to rest because God did what in the seventh day? He rested.
Right.
He made everything and then rested on the seventh day. So he gave us the seventh day as a day of rest.
That's right.
To keep it holy. That's the truth of the Bible. So imagine this. Most of our people don't even know that. What else you think they don't know in the Bible? You know what I mean? And that's one of the 10 commandments. The understanding of the scriptures has been warped year by year by year by year for over 400 years. Since we've been over here learning the Bible up under the white man, it has been diluted and polluted since.
Right.
And we have not since then been able to keep the proper understanding of the scriptures. We haven't. Because some of us think it's okay to not get married and have children and sleep with different women. We might think that's okay. I want you to go get me a 16-year-old, put a 16-year-old in front of the Bible and ask them if it's okay to sleep with multiple women or multiple men.
They have some good parents.
I guarantee no parents though. We're talking about children today.
You know.
Think about how much we've degraded over the years. Say that again?
The 6-year-old kid, young girl, young generation don't care these days.
They don't care.
Because
Right.
for one, like I said, I'm 40 years old myself. I ain't never dealt with. I married somebody. I'm married by full commitment, not doing this sleeping. It's not sleeping.
Right.
The first time you date somebody.
Right.
It's not there no more these days. I'm just being real with it.
Right.
There's no commitment whatsoever. Right now, women don't believe it. Women don't believe it. They don't commit. All they worry about is the damn dollars.
Yep.
They can get out.
Yep.
And they know they
Feeling
do.
good. That's
All
what they
they-
want.
all
We
they
want
do-
instant gratification.
You got damn nail places, hair done places.
Uh-huh.
I mean, look how many us brothers get killed over these fucking bitches. They ain't no damn good. Half on track.
Watch this. Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4. Because we read the Bible is what governs us.
Right.
Right? That's why we can say and tell and teach what's supposed to be done and what's not supposed to be done. Because we have the understanding of the Bible. Watch what the Bible say about this. Read.
Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 4.
You know.
This is another commandment. Read.
Marriage is honorable in all.
Marriage is honorable in all things.
Right.
Meaning everything that comes from marriage is honorable. If a child comes out of marriage, it's honorable.
Right.
When you have sex with your wife or your husband, when y'all married, it's honorable.
Right.
Everything in the financial union is honorable.
That's right.
The spiritual union, everything is honorable. Marriage is honorable in all things. Read.
And the bed undefiled.
And the bed is undefiled. You can do what you want to do in the bed with your wife, so long as it doesn't break the laws of God regarding fornication. Right? Obviously, you can't go have threesomes. Right? Read.
But whoremongers.
But whoremongers, read.
And adulterers.
And adulterers, what's going to happen to those people?
God will judge.
God's going to judge them.
Right.
But they don't know that. They don't know that. We don't have no fear of God. Our people, we don't have no, especially the young people. We don't have no fear of God. And you know what's even worse is older people who don't got no fear of God. What's that? I want that precept. No, not that one. The one where it says a lustful old man God hated. It's in the Apocrypha. Yeah, I want that one. I want that one. Because what are they going to do? They're going to teach the young that it's okay. Ain't nothing worse than an old brother talking to a young brother like, hey, man, you hitting something yet? God hate that thing. God hates that. But that's what our people in the midst of. Because if I don't teach my children to do well, they're not going to teach their children to do well. And so on, and so on, and so on, and so on. We're going to continue to teach our children that it's okay to be in sin.
25 and 2.
25 and 2, Sirach, go ahead.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 2.
You know.
3 sorts of men my soul hated.
God said it's 3 types of men that I hate. This is God saying it's 3 types of men that God hates. Read.
And I am greatly offended at their life.
He's greatly offended at their life, meaning he wants to kill them. That's what God is saying. I'm greatly offended at their life. He wants to put them to death. Read.
A poor man that is proud.
A poor man that is proud. Somebody that needs help, they don't accept, they don't receive it. They proud. God hate that thing. Read.
A rich man that is a liar.
A rich man that is a liar, which is what you see all day politicians. Rich men that are liars. God hates it. Read.
And an old adulterer that doteth.
And an old adulterer that doteth. Meaning he's sleeping with this woman, and this woman, and this woman, and this woman. God hates that thing. So when we read that marriage is honorable and all, that's what we're talking about.
That's right.
We're talking about doing the things of God that please him. You understand? For sure. That's what we out here doing. We out here teaching our people how to keep the laws of God, because they've probably not opened up a Bible and read it and understood it in a very long time, if ever. So that's what we're trying to do. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, that's who we out here for. We're not out here for nobody else.
Right.
We're not preaching a prosperity doctrine.
Right.
Give me Isaiah 30 and 20.
You know.
We're not teaching a prosperity doctrine. We out here teaching our people, thus said the Lord, as it's been commanded us.
Right. That's right.
Read.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 20.
You know.
And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity.
It says, though the Lord gives us the bread of adversity, we at the lowest of the low.
Right.
God put us there because we broke his commandments.
That's right.
But he said, though you got the bread of adversity, read.
And the water of affliction.
And you afflicted daily. Bread and water are things that we need every single day.
Right.
It says that we have the bread of adversity and the water of affliction. Those things that we consume every day is the affliction and the adversity that we receive, whether it's from the other nations, from our jobs, whatever. Read.
Yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore.
It says, but your teachers not going to be removed into a corner anymore. You're not going to have to go find a pastor.
Right.
You're not going to have to go find a church.
Right.
You're not going to have to go look for some sort of spiritual guidance.
That's right.
It's for sure. It says, read that part again.
Yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore.
It says that your teachers would not be removed into a corner no more. They're not going to be hard to find. What's going to happen? Read.
But thine eyes shall see thy teachers.
But your eyes shall see your teachers. Read.
And thine ears shall hear a word behind thee.
And your ears shall hear a word behind thee. When people are walking past and we out here screaming and we out here yelling to our people to listen, We out here telling people, hey, bro, come here. Thus saith the Lord. That's what it means by your ear shall hear a word behind you. Read.
Saying, this is the way.
Saying, this is the way. These are the commandments.
Right.
This is how we supposed to do.
Right.
This is what we supposed to keep.
That's right.
This is how we supposed to operate. When you hear a word behind you saying those things, that's how you know that those are your teachers. Read.
Walk ye in it.
Walk ye in it. We saying this is the way. Walk ye in it.
Right.
Do the commandments. Marriage is honorable. Don't sleep from woman to woman. Get married. Don't do drugs. Right? Keep the Sabbath day holy.
Right.
That's what we out here teaching. This is the way. Walk ye in. Is that in the?
When you turn to the right hand, and we turn to the left,
When you turn to the right and to the left, read.
ye shall defile also the covering of the graven images of silver.
That's all I wanted. Right. So we're supposed to come out here and teach. Y'all supposed to see y'all's teachers.
That's right.
Where is the Christian pastor right now on a Tuesday? Where is he? You think he concerned with his people?
Bring it up.
You think he concerned with the state and the welfare of the so-called blacks and Hispanics?
Right.
Hell no.
That's right.
He at home either not doing nothing or living luxurious. We talked to a pastor, right, eating a pork chop sandwich. We talked to a pastor the other day. He don't even read his Bible.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead, load it up. He don't even read his Bible. He a pastor.
Right.
He talking about he don't teach his congregation, the Holy Spirit does. What are you talking about?
Right.
The Bible just said, thine eyes shall see thy teachers.
That's right.
Read.
Jeremiah chapter 3 and verse 15.
Bring it up.
And I will give you pastors according to my heart.
He said, I will give you pastors according to my heart. God's heart is in the Bible. That's how you find what God's heart is. God's mind is the commandments.
That's right.
When he say that the law is perfect, that's what he mean.
Right.
Read.
Which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
Which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
Right.
That's what we out here doing. Giving our people knowledge and understanding. Those brothers never heard about the Sabbath day. They didn't know that the seventh day was Saturday. Never understood how to keep the Sabbath holy.
Right.
But that's what we out here teaching.
That's right.
We out here teaching our people how to do those things.
Right.
What does it mean to have an honorable marriage? What does it mean to keep the dietary law?
Right.
Give me Leviticus chapter 11.
Bring it up.
Watch this.
Leviticus chapter 11 and verse
7.
7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed,
It said the swan, though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed, read,
yet he cheweth not the cud.
he doesn't chew the cud. This is talking about the pig. Pork, read.
He is unclean to you.
The pig is unclean to us. We are not to eat pork. But guess what? Our people love some damn bacon.
Right.
Hog mugs, chitlins, pig feet, pork rinds. We love it. Ham,
Right.
pork chops, pepperoni.
Right.
Our people love pork. We don't even consider that God says it is unclean to us. But guess what? Your teachers are going to be out here telling you that it's unclean. Telling you to not eat it anymore.
Right.
Something as simple as not eating pork. Our people don't have that understanding.
Right.
Leviticus 19:17.
Bring it up.
We're just going to get some simple, easy laws that our people do not keep. That we have to be out here to teach them.
That's right.
Read.
Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 17.
Bring it up.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. That's a commandment.
That's right.
But what do we see? Black on black crime.
Right.
What's the statistic? What's the rate? I actually want somebody to pull that up. If you could, what is the crime, the black on black percentage every year? I'll say 2023. What was the black on black crime percentage? Let's just find that out. You said 75%. You said they don't want to tell you. I want to see if they will. Google it. Black on black crime percentage 2023. Because crime is all encompassing. Whatever crime, whether it's theft, murder, black on black.
I got a statistic, but I got good statement.
All right, a good statement. Okay. It says black homicide rates are 7 to 8 times those of whites, though blacks have a rate of poverty of only 4 to 5 times to that of whites.
So what's the highest crime rate in the state what state was?
In Mexico? What? Mexico is our people too.
Right.
That's Issachar.
Right.
Say that again.
What state is New Mexico?
Watch this. It says today, homicide is the leading cause of death among young black men and contributes significantly to the shortened lifespan of a black male. In about 80 to 90% of the cases, the black victim was killed by another black. 80 to 90%.
Right.
Most
Here.
murders in the cities.
Here.
Chicago #1.
Chicago,
Baltimore #2.
Baltimore, yeah.
That Hosea 4-1.
Atlanta. It's really everywhere. But
Right.
Baltimore and Chicago, yeah, those are terrible places.
Right.
Black on black crap throughout. But the scripture says, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart.
That's right.
We don't keep God's commandments as a people.
Right.
And then we wonder why we in such a low estate. Right? Leviticus chapter 21, verse 5. Simple laws that our people don't keep that they must be taught. Read.
Leviticus chapter 21 and verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head,
Our people are not supposed to make baldness upon our heads. Read.
neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
Nor are we supposed to shave our beards. That may seem like a simple, trivial law, but it's a commandment, and our people don't keep it. Most of the churches you go to, your pastor is bald with no beard. That's crazy, right? But the Bible say, don't shave off your head, don't cut off your beard. So, we have to come out and teach our people the laws. We have to come out and they have to see their teachers. It's very important. Go back to Romans 13:11. Because the initial question was, what does it mean to be woke?
Read up.
We hear people say all the time that I'm woke. I'm woke. You understand the plight of black people. I'm woke, I'm woke. But what does it actually mean to be woke? Read.
Romans chapter 13 verse 11. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
It says now is high time to wake up out of sleep. Right now is the most crucial time for us to wake up out of our sleep. Read.
For now is our salvation nearer than when we would believe.
Our salvation now is nearer than we believed. We don't consider that our salvation is coming, that Christ is coming. Read.
The night is far spent. The day is at hand.
Day is at hand. Is that it on that?
Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness.
Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness. That's what it means to wake up out of sleep. To cast off the works of darkness. The works of darkness is breaking God's commandments. Give me Proverbs 6:23. This is how we know that the works of darkness is breaking God's commandments. Proverbs 6:23. Read.
Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 23. For the commandment is a lamp.
The commandment is a lamp.
And the law is light.
And the law is light. So if we have to cast off the works of darkness, that means cast off the breaking of God's law. Cast off the breaking of God's commandments.
Right.
We got to put that thing away. Most of our people don't do. That's why the scriptures say that your eyes shall see your teachers.
Right.
Because in the last days, we would not have nobody to be able to guide us. The pastors, the Christian church, they cannot guide us.
That's right.
They just can't. They don't teach us the laws.
Right.
They don't teach us the things that are going to get us salvation. It says our salvation is nearer than we believe. Therefore, let us cast off the works of darkness.
Right.
They still in the midst of the works of darkness. So how are you going to teach you how to get the kingdom, how to get salvation?
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is